Let's go. Nice neck snap, Kemba. Why'd you play straight up?
Let's go.
Oh, that's good. Ooh. Oh. Nice neck snap, Kemba. Why'd you play straight up?
Let's go.
Oh, that's good. Oh. Oh, come on now.
That's going to be an offensive foul. It's going the other way. Marcus Smart stood in there and took the charge. One of the best in the league at doing this. He sits there, gets his feet set.
Marcus Smart, man. Such a pass.
Marcus Smart will give up his body for this team all the time, chasing down loose balls, diving on the floor, taking charges, blocking people out, going to the boards. Very hard playing down. Coach Toronto now with 15 turnovers. Boston has scored 24 points off those 15 turnovers. Now a Toronto foul, which is going to be their third team foul. Lowry picks it up. Well, looks okay. He's running and moving side to side all right. After that spill he took in transition a moment ago. 5-point game. Approaching the 7-minute mark. Tatum with Van Fleet on him. Tatum goes strong. He's fouled.
Of course, man. Holy fuck, man.
Well, he got Van Fleet on the post up on the switch. He did a good job holding Van Fleet off so that he could get the ball inside and then went.
What are you guys doing behind you? He can't see that.
Tatum in this
Oh,
series
for Christ's
at the
sakes.
free throw line, 81%. He's made them all tonight, 4 out of 4. And he's 5 of 5, and he's got 25 for the game. Jason Tatum doing everything tonight. Great assist there, passing it off the dribble. Shot fake and slide left, shot fake and step back for the three, and drive it all the way with the left hand. Scoring from everywhere, creating shots for his teammates, getting up on the glass. He's been the best player on the floor. His miss at the free throw line tonight. Toronto down 6 with the ball.
This is a big possession.
7 of this Eastern Conference.
Why'd you pick up your dribble?
Winner moving on to take on Miami Tuesday.
Not Pascal, please. Please. And one. Pascal. Oh my god. Pascal. Mother. Oh, Pascal. Why, man?
Gets into his sweet spot there, wide open, and then Siakam lunging at it fouls. But the biggest problem for Toronto right now, those turnovers.
Pascal, man.
Misses the three. It was a quick shot. Comes right back. Gets an and one.
You can get your shit together.
It's back to a
Timeout.
7-point Boston lead. 6 minutes on the nose
At
remaining
this
in
point,
regulation here.
just put Surge in.
Game 7.
Take out Pascal. Like, please. Oh my god, bro. Quickly. I'm here. Obviously, I'm just. We'll be right back, obviously, guys. Just waiting for the internet stream to come back. So just hold tight. If you guys are hearing that. Rosa Kadula, nothing much, bro. Stressing. Raptors are down. I'm sure some of y'all are Boston fans, Toronto fans. I'm stressing. I am very much a Toronto Raptor fan, and I'm stressing because OG is pissing me the fuck off. So yeah, stressing like a motherfucker. But everybody hang tight. I'll let y'all know when the stream is back, and we'll get back to it. Ah, another Raptor fan. Good to know. Good to know. We'll check back in. We're not back yet on internet stream, but we are back on the live feed. So we're just gonna have to wait it out for a little bit. But y'all get this game. I might have to cut in and out so I don't get like, oh, we back. We back. Holy. Please, Pascal. Oh my god! Pascal! Stop acting like a bitch. Just. Fuck me. Pascal, you need to work on several movies offseason. Holy fuck. And you get crossed. That should have been an and one. Fuck me, bro. Come on. Kyle, we need something. Oh, Pascal! Oh my god! Look, get Surge. Get Surge on the floor. Get Surge on the floor. We need to get Serge on the floor. This is ridiculous. Pascal is acting like a child right now. What is he doing? What's up, Shane? How you doing? And that's a foul. How you doing, Shane Walker? Guessing if you're a Celtics fan, you're happy. If you if you're a Raptors fan, well, I'm pissed off. So who else wants Pascal out right now? Is it just me? I'm pretty sure I want Pascal out.
Let's take a look at tomorrow night's ESPN playoff schedule. ESPN Saturday, it'll be Rockets Lakers Game 5, closeout opportunity for LA. For more on these games, go to NBA.com, visit the NBA app. Live tomorrow. Boston only one turnover in the last 13 minutes. Remember, there was that stretch in the second quarter in a 5-minute span. Toronto turned it over 6 times. They've got another one of those stretches going right here with 6 turnovers.
Come on, Norman. That's not a foul? I'll take it. But I feel like that's a foul. Timeout. We're going to go back. I'm just going to do that real quick. Because again, I'm just trying not to get no copyright strike. So I'm just letting you guys know, because you're here, well, everybody's here. Subscribe. I'll try to stream a little bit more of these stuff, but again, gotta be careful with copyright strike. The stream will be back up. Short. Let's see here. Nah, bro, Castell's gotta go. Hell yeah, he's gotta go. This is it's quite annoying. Oh, we're back. Let's get back. The sun shining through my window. Ah, no, I got a light, bro. I need this for a living. Got a light. It's nighttime over here. May cart. Yeah, I got a professional setup here. Jaja. Smart, sad face cat. Yeah, Pascal ain't doing that. Pascal is just he's frozen, bro. I don't know if it's because he hasn't, like, some of these guys haven't gotten none or nothing, but he ain't doing his job right now. I'm pissed. Make sure to sub if you're new, y'all. I need something here. Don't give it to please. Oh, Pascal, please. I need you right now. 5 of 11, 10 rebounds, double-double. Don't foul. That's. That's what I'm talking about. At least Pascal. That one. Yo, Pascal. Yo, Marcus Smart keeps bitching, but that is an obvious flop. Now Kyle has 4 fouls. This is fucked up.
3:26 remaining in this fourth quarter. Hey, don't wait, visit IamAvoter.com.
He's like a 6 Celtics player. Show Lakers tomorrow. Pack will show. I'll do my best, bro. Let's go Raptors. Hopefully, man. Come on, man. I'm getting so scared when Pascal has it. Thank you, Pascal. Like, this is what you need to be doing. Oh, shoot. We're freezing. Just gonna quickly refresh that. Ooh, is the stream dead? Oh, no. Hold on, y'all. Someone might have taken down that stream. Hold on. Hold on. Oh man, they took down the stream online. Yo, sub if you're new though. I'll try. I'll try and get some of the Raps game up. I don't even know if I can find one this late. Holy, I might just have to. Here we are. I don't know how long this one will last, but
among guards especially, getting his body in front of people and taking charges. Boy, he and Smart, they've just been going at it all series long. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Toronto down 6 with the ball. Lowry, a little hesitation.
oh, thank you, Kyle. Oh,
I don't think it's a coincidence that at least they had a little movement before they got into the
oh,
and the Boston defense wasn't set to help.
oh my God.
Toronto run. They've gotten it within 4 in this game 7. Here's Tatum. Nothing there. Tatum looking for help. Williams gives it right back. Shot clock at 5. Tatum over Anunoby. No, it's short. Smart. He's
Out of bounds.
and it'll be Toronto ball.
Oh, oh, holy crap. No, no.
Tice is going to come back
Come on.
now. Where Marcus Smart go after this loose ball? Kyle Lowry actually got his body in front of him to keep him from
Nice recovery. Thanks.
a Tice back in. That'll help their basket protection a little bit. Grant
Oh,
Williams
fuck. I need some water. This
but doesn't protect
ain't good for
the rim
anyone's blood pressure.
the way
Oh, that's an air one.
Tice picks up the foul. That's going to be number 6 on him. Wow.
And Tice is out of here. Let's go.
He got in, and Grant Williams will come back in the game.
I don't know if I like Grant Williams in though. He's a little bit more athletic.
Going to the rim, gets into his body, and he does.
Oh, that was almost an and one. Ah, shit.
Just reaches out a little, gets him on the arm. This Toronto team's resilience is incredible. A night where they have struggled just to get shots, let alone
Oh my God.
shots. And yet here we are with a chance to cut it to 2 with 1:21 to go.
No!
Team with 2 timeouts.
Oh, thank God.
Team with a foul to give here as Lowry knocks down the free throws. So here we go, 2-point game, minute 19 left. Game 7. Who's going to take the big shots? The kind of stuff you dream about. Tatum.
No!
Siakam gets by him. Tatum, no! And it's
Just rebound!
Siakam.
Go!
Here comes foul.
No, man!
Smart defending. It's blocked.
Cool! What a... Yo, what a big play. Oh, Lord.
Defensive play by Marcus Smart.
Yo, that was a big play. Oh, wow. That could have been series. Ah! Oh, that might have been game. Oh, that was so big. Marcus Smart. Oh my God.
And Jaylen Brown getting back down the floor to gather the ball here. Kemba penetrates, Siakam helps.
Oh.
Somehow he gets that pass.
Marcus Smart.
And Lowry is out. His 6th foul.
He fouled out.
Raptors leader is gone with 16 points. Put yourself in the mind of a rookie.
Oh.
Free throws coming from Grant Williams. 34.8 seconds remaining in regulation.
Oh, I'm pissed. Nah. 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 Okay. We'll be back shortly. I'm just gonna be here stressing. Sub if you're new. Got 25 people here. Thank you for joining. Sub if you enjoy. I'm trying to get the Laker game tomorrow. Even if it's just second half, because obviously if I stream the whole thing, I might get my channel terminated. And that's a no-go. Oh,
Well, so Nick
sounds
Nurse
like we're
took
back.
a timeout, now decides to challenge this call. Looks like clearly a foul on Kyle Lowry. But he is challenging. Lowry's
Yeah.
6th foul, the call on the floor.
Look, Nick Nurse had to challenge that.
Grant Williams coming up. But we'll see how the officials rule on this one. Well, that's an easy call to me. I mean, I can see it right there. There's the foul. And so the problem is here on this challenge is now this is a possession where the Raptors cannot advance the ball. They're going to have to go full court here and only have 1 timeout left. Had they saved that timeout, they could have gone on after the second free throw and advanced the ball.
That's what I'm saying. This was dumb.
Foul's been confirmed on Kyle Lowry. That's his 6th. Please they set the clock to 35.4.
But I get it. Look, I understand. I 100% understand. You're trying to keep Kyle Lowry on the floor. Try to do anything you can to keep him on the floor. Obviously,
A 36-point game as well in this series, averaging over 20
Ah, the swish, dog.
Grant Williams, the rookie out of
I see you,
Tennessee,
man. Hey,
will take the free throws here. He has 2 free throws attempted in this entire series. He's 2 for 2. Regular season shots.
please.
Keeps Toronto's hopes alive.
Missed one. Oh, oh. Sweat it out. Sweat it out. Oh my gosh.
So important down the stretch. Get 2 misses and don't get a rebound.
Norman.
It's pulled down by Norman.
Norman. Oh, Norman, you just sold. Norman, you sold. Oh my god. Norman sold the series.
Misses have come this quarter. Doesn't miss this time. It gives him a 3-point
Oh, Norman.
10 and 5 plus
Norman, you just sold the entire series.
misses. Still on this game. 1 out of 2 for Tatum.
Whoa.
Toronto just somehow stay in it. Here's Van Fleet. Brown is on him. Toronto down 3. Shot clock down to 9.
What? Hello?
Williams on the switch. He's an excellent defender. Van Fleet.
No way.
And it's in the
That's game.
And now foul is coming, and Boston a chance to ice this one. Grant Williams might have missed 2 free throws, but he just had a huge defensive
Fred. Fred, what was that? Yo, move the ball. What?
comes up short. Grant Williams having to play down the stretch as a rookie in a game 7.
Oh. That was one of the worst. Fred, we didn't even try and move the ball. What was that? Oh, fuck me. Oh.
Still some time, Brian. Another timeout left. A 5-point lead. He's got to be calm and not to blow down. Timeout, Nick Nurse. Toronto uses their final timeout. 7.9 remaining. Raptors running out of time here in Game 7.
Norm sold the whole series, bro. Norman sold the entire series. Oh, wow. Just remember that goaltend at the beginning of the game. That's 2 points right there. Oh. Hey, look, GG's. Norman sold right at the end. We got that rebound. No need to chuck the ball up like that. But again, we're only down 3. You could still play with the free throws.
Jason Tatum with a huge offensive
Like
rebound on the missed free throws.
you could have easily came down,
Couple of free throws.
give it to Pascal, give it to Norman. Try and go for 2.
Line here.
That was a terrible call. That's why Kyle Lowry needs to be in the game.
Toronto just
Fred, that was the worst possession I've ever seen. You just chuck the ball up like that. Like, what? Oh, you're gonna... Yeah, Pascal, it's time to go home. It's time to go home.
The Boston Celtics hang on to win Game 7, and they will advance to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Sub if you're new.
Answer. After a double overtime loss in Game 6, they win this series in 7. And the Boston Celtics
Well, early predictions, I think Boston can beat Miami. They're just as long. They have great defenders, but obviously, I think the Celtics have are a lot deeper. And give it up to the Raptors. They played 7 games with a really talented team that should have put us away in like 5 or 6 games without Pascal Siakam. Remember, we did 7 games on the Celtics without Pascal Siakam playing well. So it's not like the Celtics were just so much better than us. We were just down our star player. So honestly, I'm pissed off because I feel like we could have won this game. Few missed calls. I think the goaltending at the beginning of the game was a miss. I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's just one of those things. Let's just quickly go to ESPN. Let's look at some of the stats for this game. Football fantasy. Anybody wants to do that? Let me know. Down. But I'm just going here. Thank you guys for coming, by the way. 85 people are in the chat. Holy crap. That's insane. I know all you guys are going to leave, but I'm going to try and do the same thing tomorrow. So sub to this channel. I'll try and do this again tomorrow, even if it's just the second half. So sub right now. Turn on that notification. I'm going to post more videos. Just to me talking, though you guys might not be interested in that, but hey, I talk about basketball. I talk about sports. I'm very much interested in that type of stuff. Yeah, let's look at these box scores, because let's look how bad Pascal Siakam did. Shall we? Thanks, bro, for the live stream. Definitely subbing. TJRF, thank you, bro. Dynasty F Football. What is that? Usually I do ESPN with my friends, but I'm always down to try some other stuff. Facts, it was literally 6v4. Make cart? Yeah, exactly. Like, we were down 0-2 without Pascal Siakam. To be honest, I think every Raptor fan can literally sit there and tell you that it was not looking good for us. You know, to push it to 7 games without Pascal Siakam playing well, that goes to show you how good this team really is and how much the Celtics really messed up. They can't do that against a team like Miami. I think the Celtics and the Heat will definitely go like 6-7 games. I'm probably going to say 7 games, but I think Boston's going to pull it out. They have a lot more weapons. Miami is Rough Riders, but the Celtics are not soft. They have a lot of tough players, and they have a lot of good offensive players. Kemba's probably going to struggle a lot, though. Oh, keep your squad year to year. Oh, shoot, that actually sounds dope. I might try and do that. Trade Spicy P. Ah, nah. Nah. Look, man, I think a lot of people don't get it. Like, Pascal Siakam went from G League MVP to, like, most improved to, like, dark horse MVP during the regular season. There are levels, and he has risen really fast. Obviously, he was going to hit his ceiling soon. I hate that it happened now, but, I obviously think that ultimately, you know, he's going to be fine. He's still a few years away from being what I think is his top form. You know, I don't think he's done growing just yet as a basketball player. There's more to be done there. Obviously, as everyone's saying, he only has like 2 moves. He'll figure it out, guys. So yeah, thank you guys for coming by. Final stats: Jason Tatum, 29 points. Did not shoot very effectively. 9 of 23. 12 boards. He had 8 in the first half, so only got 4. Almost a triple double, 7 assists. Kemba Walker, 14, 5 of 16. Marcus Smart, big time clutch block. What else could be said, man? Jaylen Brown, good first half. Ends with 21. And let's look at Toronto. You know, Pascal Siakam actually didn't do too bad in terms of field goal percentage of this game. 5 of 12, 13 points. That's not going to get it done. 5 turnovers. The dude was just bad. And that last air ball, I mean, come on. But again, he was having a bad series. I didn't think he was going to turn it around. Serge Ibaka had a really good first half. I'm surprised we didn't play him more at the end. I wanted to play Serge Ibaka more at the end. I think that would have made more sense. Norman Powell, only 8 shots tonight. 11 points. Kyle Lowry fouled out there. I think if he didn't foul out, Fred wouldn't have took that such a stupid shot. 8 of 20, Fred VanVleet. Jesus Christ. Kyle Lowry, 5 of 15, 16 points. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. What do you guys think is going to happen in the conference final with the Celtics and the Heat? Surprised the Clippers couldn't get it finished off today as well. That was really surprising to me. I didn't expect them to let Denver come back and win that game, but I'm sure the Lakers are going to finish it up next game, and I'm sure the Clippers are going to finish up business. They're not going to go to Game 7. Promise you that. And I'm not Charles Barkley. I ain't going to guarantee you nothing. They will finish up Denver next game. The Swish Dog, I know you're happy as hell, bro. I know you're happy as hell. Lots of scouting rookies before drafts. See, Joss Whedon, that actually sounds awesome. I'd be down for something like that. Bro, the Celtics are 2-1 against the Heat. I got them emerging from the East. I know the Celtics will come out of the East. I predict that they will go 2. Good night, y'all. Gonna have sweet dreams tonight. Sure, go enjoy that, Swish Dog. Enjoy that. Imagine, Celtics going against the Heat. What's your view? Who do you think will win? Like I said before, I think the Celtics are going to just get by. I think that's going to be a possible 6 to 7 game series as well. Look, both teams are kind of rough riders. Miami has that attitude, right? Jimmy Butler, he's not a star that needs to go out there and get 28 a game, but he played phenomenal against Milwaukee. If that carries over, this is going to be a very tough 7-game series. Look, the Heat got some shooting. They got Tyler Hero, who I think is amazing and is a stud. He's done fantastic during the playoffs. They got Bam. They got a lot of good players. But ultimately, when I look at Boston, they also have a really good young core. Like I said, I can't gush about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown enough. Marcus Smart, you saw what he did there at the end. He got that clutch block on Norman Powell, who could have tied up the game there. They both have really good players, but ultimately I think, when it comes to coaching and, when it comes down to it, the Celtics just have more. So I'm going to take the Celtics just by a little bit more, and I'm going to take them in 6. But I can see it going 7 games. But I'm going to take the Celtics in 6. You can't even blame Fred, though. Like, he got the most points. That's true. If you're the only one scoring, at some point you're just gonna be like, hey, if nobody else is scoring, I'm gonna have to probably jack up some shots that probably are not a good idea. But ultimately, you saw Pascal throughout the game, which was really sad. Pascal was passing up so many opportunities. I just saw him like looking two ways and then just throwing it, and that's how he came up with 5 turnovers. You know, he lost his confidence during this series. It was really sad to see. But that last game, no confidence. Literally down the stretch is when he started to get a little bit aggressive and he got those few little baskets at the end. But it's just like, it was so annoying. Like, if he was more aggressive, even if, the spin isn't working, I think that he still could have been more effective and could have put Toronto in a better position to win some of these games. But here you're going to go 4-1 or 0 on the Celtics. Wow. I don't know about that. But there is some cause to pause because, like I said before, the Raptors were basically playing 4-on-5. They did not have Pascal throughout this entire series and somehow went from 0-2 to Game 7. That also shows resilience on the Raptors' part, yes. But again, if you're the Celtics, that's not something you should be proud of. Siakam playing mediocre would have been enough. The fact that he was atrocious is more about mental makeup. Yeah, he was frozen. He had no. He lost all of his confidence, and you could see that throughout the game. Some of his passes, some of the times he got it, looked like he was about to make a move, but then he got scared and just looked around for someone to kind of just chuck it to. It was very hard to watch. Bro, we had it if Norm didn't get blocked. Yeah, because I believe that would have been a tie game at that point. I believe that would have been a tie game at that point. That's a bold prediction. Yeah, it is a bold prediction. Heat 4-1. Let's see what the first game looks like. I would like to see that. Nah, Heat are whooping the Celtics. Double guarantee was given today by Chuck. Word. And you know what's funny? I think Chuck said that the Celtics were going to win, but he didn't say guarantee. So maybe that's the key. Maybe he doesn't have to. Maybe he has to say guarantee for the T to lose. Like, come on, Chuck. You've been getting all these shits wrong, and then you finally get one right. Of course, it's the Raptors, right? The double guarantee gets me every time. Jesus Christ. Mashwish Sadiq. Hopefully I said that right. Sorry if I didn't. Bro, Pascal turned the ball over 8 times, and the fades he was taking were bad. Nick Nurse wasn't running no plays. Yeah, it didn't look good in those final minutes. Like I said, I think if Norman didn't get blocked, and again, this is ifs. Norman didn't get blocked, and he didn't soul that offensive rebound to Jason Tatum, right? Would have been tie game if he didn't get blocked. Then you look at the fact that Norm gave up that offensive rebound to Jason Tatum. Yeah, Jason Tatum. And, it's just bad. Bro, it's bad that we won't see the same 6 of Lowry, Pascal, Van Fleet, Norm, OG, and Serge play together again. Definitely, bro. I have no idea what's going to happen to the Raptors next season. Look, Fred Van Fleet, he's probably going to want a max. He's played his ass off these last 2 years. Is he a max contract player? No. But I'm sure there's a team out there that is going to give him more than Toronto should give him. And I want Fred to get paid. He deserves to get paid very well. But I'm not giving him the max, right? We have OG we have to take care of. We have Norm we have to take care of. Kyle's getting a year older. Serge, you know, there's no way we're going to run it back with this team. The truth is, at least 3 of our core players are moving out next season, whether it's just for trade assets to continue on to build and kind of just be okay, or to compete year to year will kind of just go. And I don't know. At this point, I should ask you guys, what do you guys think Toronto should do? Should we give you know should we try to give the core of Fred, Norm, you know, Fred, Norm, OG, try to get them all paid, even if it messes up our salary cap, or do we kind of look at each other, look at each and every one of them and say, well, you know, you're not getting the max. You do a little bit more. I'd be more lenient to try and give OG a little bit more money because again, he's a forward, versatile defender, has a little bit of offensive game. I think he'll continue to grow, but it's really sad. I'm kind of devastated. This was a really fun year. A lot of people said we weren't going to make the playoffs, which is bullshit. You look at this team. Just because we don't have Kawhi Leonard, we're not going to make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference as well. Like, you don't know basketball if you say something like that. But ultimately, I thought that we weren't even going to keep this team together. But we kept it together, so I'm like, yeah, well, of course we're going to make the playoffs. You know? They won't have enough for all of them. Exactly. We won't. Like, we're probably going to have to choose between Van Fleet, Norm, and OG. And we're going to have to ship out Surge. Unless Lowry takes a pay cut or something, that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way. Surge is gone. He's going to get a better deal somewhere else. Van Fleet, he can get a lot more money somewhere else unless he wants to run it back with Toronto. Norm, he's going to want his money soon. OG's going to want his money. There's no way we can keep all of them and still build for the future. Because we'll either be a team that just treads and we'll never get a top pick to help elevate us, and we'll always have this like playoff team but not contender. And I don't want that. I really don't want that. That'd be more painful. Hopefully they can make a way for them to keep them and let Gasol leave because he was playing terrible. Yeah, Gasol's got to go. I don't want that contract. He's come back on a veteran's minimum, and he knows his role. He's got to go. It was a great series, Cody. Cody Curry, it was a great series. I'm proud of Toronto. And Boston did a really good job. They're a really good team. So I'm pissed off, but hey, we didn't lose 4-0. We didn't lose 4-1. We lost in game 7. We came all the way back. I'm fucking proud of these guys. I'm proud. Miami gonna sweep the Celtics. LA moments. We'll see, man. I gotta see. I gotta see the first game, and hopefully I can stream that game for you guys. So, like I said before, make sure to sub down below, and I'll see if I'll be back. You guys want to see the Laker Houston game? But if I do stream that game, I'll probably stream it like second half, fourth quarter, because I can't stream the whole thing. Because again, my channel will go down, and I don't want that. Bye, Fred. Bye, Mark. Bye, Serge. Quinn, you're probably right. I heard Fred is gonna get offered like a max contract in Detroit. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. So that might just been rumors, but I don't like. I don't know. We need Mark to leave. Yeah, yeah, his contract is not good right now, to be honest. Trade Siakam. I'm not there yet. He had one bad series. He didn't he wasn't himself in the bubble, which I did not like to see. But again, they were stuck in the bubble. For some of these guys, right? Like Stephen A said, they were basically abstinent for how many months? Some of these guys need that. Just like Daniel House Jr., like some of you guys might know, Daniel House Jr. smashed one of the girls that come to give you a test, and now he's been kicked out of a bubble. I'm actually going to make a video on that. He got kicked out of the bubble because he couldn't keep it in. I don't know what was going on with Pascal. Look, like I've said this before, and I'll say it again. G League star, NBA most improved. You know, at one point, people were saying, hey, Pascal's one of the better people in the Eastern Conference with that potential. He still has potential. Right now he has his one little spin move, yes. But we can't look at Pascal and look every year for him to continue to go up 5 to 10 points every single year. That's not going to happen, right? I still think there's potential there. I still think Pascal's going to get better. Is he going to be an elite all-star, lead a team to a championship? I don't know. I really don't know. But ultimately, we're going to have to see. Reminder, sub if you're new. I really enjoyed this. I enjoy talking to you guys right now. This is awesome. Next year, if you guys are interested, we can even do a fantasy season, basketball fantasy. I'd love that. I'm also going to do a football fantasy as well with my friends. Boston won by flopping and getting all the calls. Hey, Marcus Smart is an Oscar performer. I'm not going to lie. Kyle Lowry, come on, guys. I love Kyle. He works his butt off, but but hey, Marcus Smart was basically Leonardo DiCaprio. My boy is a Hall of Fame actor. After the game, I was thinking about how we turned down the Pascal and Fred trade for Westbrook and PG and Kawhi. Would have thought about staying. Yeah, I think about that every day. But think about it. Think about this for a second. Do you think Paul George would stay the remaining years? Do you think Westbrook would resign past those years? We would have them, I think, for 2 years, which would mean, yes, we get like 2 championships because Kawhi, Paul George, Russell Westbrook in Eastern Conference on Toronto. Listen to me. Nosebleed tickets would be like $5,000. Okay, it would be at least a finals appearance for the Leafs for the next 2 to 3 years, and possibly two more championships, right? But after that, is Kawhi gonna stay? Is Russell Westbrook gonna stay? Is Paul George gonna stay? No. Then they're gonna walk for free because I think Masai would try to keep them and not trade them before. And then we have nothing. And then we're pretty bad for a decade trying to recover from that. You know what I mean? So it could have went two ways. We could have got them, we could have used them for 2 years, and then in their opt-out year, we could have traded them for a ton of assets. But ultimately, I think we would have let them play out their contracts and then get nothing. Pascal played trash. Is that a Magic Johnson obvious tweet? Quinn, let's go Miami. Nick Butler. Bro, you just wrong. The Celtics gonna win in 6. Yeah, I said the Celtics gonna win in 6 or 7. Pascal's not a star. Not yet. He's an all-star. Good enough to be an all-star, but he has a lot more to prove before he proves that he's a franchise player. Kenny AJ. Mark Willis, 21. Raptors should have won. I don't care. Yeah. Look, Marcus Smart had that clutch block near the end of the game. Then Jason Tatum pulled down that offensive rebound. And even then, we could have played for 2, and then we would have been down 1. Fred decided to pull it out, try and clutch it with a 3. Was off. I didn't like that, but nobody else was scoring, so Fred must have thought about that for a while and just did what he had to do. You suck at mouse and keyboard. What kind of account? Siakam is overrated. No. Siakam is not overrated. Everyone, look, ESPN, everybody continues to think Pascal, like I said, how many times did I say G League MVP star to NBA to most improved, continuing to flourish, going up 5 to 7 points each year. Yes, we need to pump the brakes on Pascal Siakam a little bit, but I think a lot of Toronto people understand that Pascal Siakam is not a franchise player just yet. He's a good player. He's very solid, but he's not a franchise player. You saw what Kyle Lowry did last game in Game 6? That's a franchise player. That's what Pascal needs to pick up this offseason. Even if you're struggling, the team's down, you feel unconfident, you need to continue to work. You need to continue to go at it. We saw Pascal freeze multiple times during that game, where he'd catch it, he'd think about doing something, and he'd just toss it, and then it would just be a turnover. You know, it was just embarrassing. But Pascal Siakam is not overrated. I think a ton of people think of him as some elite player. He's not yet. He's an all-star. He's capable of that in the Eastern Conference. I don't know if he'd make it in the Western Conference. Probably not. But he is an all-star in the Eastern Conference. And, you know, I think that there's more there. I think Pascal will get better in another year or 2. He's not at his tip top just yet. I believe there's more there to be done. Siakam didn't touch the basketball for 3 months prior to entering the bubble, like a lot of NBA players. So that might be a thing. Look, some of these guys might have been off rhythm. You know, some guys didn't play and they started going out of their minds, like TJ Warren. What was that about? 31 points in the bubble in the first 8 games? Ridiculous, right? I mean, yeah, that's true, but now we're losing everyone. Yeah. It's like we don't even know what's going to happen with Toronto next year. That's the thing. Like, this was a great core, but there's no way that we can keep them together, right? Fred's going to want a max contract. Do we want to pay Fred VanVleet $160 million, $120 million, 5 years? I don't think so, you know, personally. But yeah. Again, reminder, subscribe if you're here. I'll try and do Lakers Houston tomorrow. Yeah. It's sad we made the playoffs like 8 straight years, and now we're most likely going to have to rebuild because a bunch might leave. And that's the reality. Look, Fred is on the verge of going. Serge is definitely, we're going to have to let him go. The contract's just too much. We're not going to pay him that much. Mark, he's not going to be here. I would focus on trying to keep Norman and OG. That would be my focus. And if Fred wants to come back on a deal that's good for him and we're still paying him a worthy amount, then come back. But I'm not paying Fred VanVleet the max. You know what I mean? And how much longer is Kyle Lowry going to play basketball? It's going to be 35 next season, I believe. 35 to 36. They should have went for a 2 and fouled. The other team probably would have won, and Toronto got so much turnovers. Yeah, we've actually done a really good job during the series, to not turn the ball over, and we picked the wrong game to turn the ball over. I think this was the most turnovers we had. I think the most, yeah. Turnovers. We had 18 turnovers. Oh my god. 18 turnovers. Right there. 18. Wow. That's not good. I think let Matt Thomas play more. Yeah, Matt Thomas is definitely going to hey, look, Matt Thomas, he had a 3 in the beginning of the game. I think it was an early substitution. If Fred goes, we might have to give up some defense, and Matt Thomas is definitely going to get a lot more playing time. I don't know how good that is. He kind of turned into a JJ Redick in a sense, because he's a good shooter. You know what I mean? But we're gonna have to see what happens this offseason. I think the offseason after the playoffs, I think it's gonna be in like November. I think that's when everything starts. So keep an eye on that. Subscribe to the channel because I will be talking about all that stuff and live streaming so we can continue to talk like this. If you guys have been enjoying it, I don't know if you have. 10 of you, 8 of you are still here. I appreciate that. I like talking about basketball. Nick Butler. I was talking about LA moments. Comment. Sorry for lack of context. Oh no, that's good, Nick. You good. Aiden. I don't think we should go all out to try to get Giannis. What are your thoughts? So that was the report, right? That Giannis, the 2 teams that he'd be interested in is Toronto and Miami. Now we saw what happened in Miami. Giannis did not look good at all. Then he hurt himself. Giannis is still. The scary thing about Giannis is that there's so much more that he can do, right? Like, he started to get more comfortable taking jump shots. Like last year, didn't really do that. He has to work on his free throws. He's airballing free throws. Really not a good look for Giannis. But there's still so much there. But if we're talking about a trade for Giannis, it wouldn't make sense even if some of these guys would leave. I mean, we trade what? Pascal? No, we're going to want to keep Pascal because we're going to want to make a run, right? Like, he's going to want to come here when we still have the depth that we have, and we're not going to have that depth after next season. So he has to come here and sign here on his own on a 4-year deal because it can't be a supermax, can't be a max 5-year. It have to be a 4-year. And most NBA players now are taking 3-year deals with the 3rd year being an opt-out. So, part of me would want that because that might be good for Pascal to have somebody to work with. But the issue is, would we have the shooting in 2 years that would be good enough to kind of limit what Giannis can't do? Because who knows? Giannis could become a much better shooter in the next 2 years. Obviously, not an elite shooter, but a respectable one. One that you have to respect. So would we have the shooters if Fred's gone and Kyle retires in 2 years because he'd be 37, 38, depending on his age right now? Do we have the shooters to justify bringing in Giannis with Pascal Siakam, who we're hoping he can continue to grow and be an all-star in another 2 years? I don't know. It depends on if we still have depth. If we don't have depth, we're bringing in Giannis to basically a Milwaukee situation where we have good players, but it's not enough for him to ultimately get over the hump. You know what I mean? So I would like Giannis, but only if we have depth to give him, enough help. Because ultimately we just bring him here, and then we lose with Giannis. And then memes would come down on Toronto, right? But the Heat and Toronto are two really good places for Giannis to play. I think they're the only places that he could go. And considering that he lost to the Heat this year, I don't think that he would go to the Heat. I don't think he's a Kevin Durant. I'm a Celtics fan, but bro, Norman Powell was killing it. He was one of those bench sparks that was keeping us in the game. And congratulations, Nick, bro. Do well in the conference finals. I have the Celtics winning right now. I want to see that first game, but I think I have the Celtics winning in 6 or 7. Nurse made some weird coaching decisions, in my opinion. No timeout before the last crucial play, then Fred Van Fleet Hail Mary a 3 and kept Gasol in too long in the second quarter. That's true. And as you guys could see, I don't know if you guys saw this, but the Bucks and one did really well last game, but I don't think it did enough this game to warrant to continue to do it. Yeah, Kemba 5 of 16, kind of bad, but ultimately he was just getting more open shots for everybody else, and then swinging, and then obviously opening it up more for these guys who are trying to put too much pressure on Kemba. I think that it actually created more opportunities for Boston in certain situations. So it was like I don't know. It was good at first, but then I think they kind of figured it out. And then Nick Nurse did not figure that out. And yeah, Marcus Gasol can't stay in the game very long. When Tyson's out there, maybe. But when they go small, Mark shouldn't be in there. He's too slow. You could have someone kind of there to kind of make shots more difficult. But ultimately, right, what else can you do? You know what I mean? Like, light. Boston is possible to win Heat? I think so. Do you think we can get a superstar without drafting them and have them stay? Because I still don't know if Kawhi left because he wanted to go home fully or if it was the location. Okay, that is a great question. I think if we've proved anything, that Toronto is now a place that you can come to, knowing that you know we're going to try and win every year, right? We could have easily, after we let Kawhi go, we could have traded Serge, Mark, possibly even look into trading Lowry for assets, and then in another 5 to 10 years, we could we could be here with a lot of good young players, kind of pull a Boston in a sense, right? They blew up their team when it looked like it was coming to the end, and now you see the fruits of their labor. Boston has a fantastic young core. Um, but can we bring a superstar here? You know, that's an interesting question. I would like to think that, seeing how Kawhi got treated and how we won the championship, I would hope that a superstar would look at Toronto now in a better light. And considering that, you know, I actually think, um, sorry here, brain's working a little bit faster than I'm talking. I actually think because there is that new proposal, right? That the NBA season is going to try and start now in November or just after Christmas. That would actually work in Toronto's favor because then there would only be 3 more months of cold weather, and then you get spring, and then you get summer, and then you're basically playing the playoffs and everything during the good season, the hot season. So if it's actually true that the new start time every year will be around Christmas, that will work in our favor because now, we get snow and we get super chilly stuff between and December and late March. After that, it's great. It's great in Toronto. You know what I mean? So I think that it would work in our favor if it does start in December. And I think that stars would like to come here more often because they're not playing mostly during the snow and the cold. You know what I mean? And then just getting into the playoffs, that's when it starts to kind of cool down and heat up around the city. So I think if that's working, I think if Masai stays as well, I think we've locked him down. I heard there was the whole Washington thing. I don't think he would go to Washington. Washington is a mess. But ultimately, I think that, um, you know, that combined that if we stay and it's true that we the start of the season is now going to start late December and we have Masai Ujiri, I think that ultimately it will work very, very, very well. Hey, sorry.
If this have to be going on, especially at this time, something funny will happen.
Yeah, sorry about that. Do you think that the Stars, there's more of the Clippers going out and Paul George? Gonna wrap this up. Parents want to sleep. But let's get to these last few questions and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Aiden was more about the reason the box out. The reason the box and one worked against the Warriors last year, in my opinion, is because at the time the Warriors didn't have as many weapons as the Celtics. Very true. They got Tatum, they got Brown, they got Smart. That doesn't work. That can't work, right? They only had Steph. They didn't have Klay Thompson. They didn't have Durant. Right? It works better. I mean, like New York and stuff gets just as cold. I think it's the issue is the media makes it out to be a completely different place simply due to being the only Canadian franchise, and that's very true. That's very true. Toronto doesn't get a lot of love from the media, and I think you could see that as well in terms of Kawhi. When Kawhi was here, we were getting a lot of love, and even though he left, they were still talking about Kawhi in Toronto and all that stuff way past time, right? They were talking about Kawhi and stuff literally the during the break and what that did to Toronto. We weren't getting the love that we were getting. Half of our team wasn't even playing together, and we still won 53 games. Nobody wants to talk about that. Jordan Crowder, much love for hosting this after the game this late. Are you from Toronto as well? Yes. From Toronto, born and raised. Live just outside of Toronto now. But guys, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for coming by. Sub if you are new. If you love talking like this, I would love to host. I would love to host more live streams like this and talk to you guys about that. So I'm gonna end the stream now. Thank you guys for coming by, and sub right now. And maybe I'll do this once or twice a week, and we'll get back on this tomorrow night. Hopefully, I'm working till like 9 p.m. So if I can catch the end of the Rockets game or any game,